young people are our future. I think, their well-being is gonna dictate how strong and how healthy our communities are.
Learning is not about A's and B's anymore. It's about how we can bounce back and the resilience of us as individuals.
Getting away from measuring our worth by standardized testing or how well a kid does on a test. It's getting back to how do we treat each other.
I became a teacher to help the next generation, and this philosophy provides something different than what we got as kids.
Kids today are seeing more trauma than they've ever seen, and there are things that don't go away just because a kid's enter a classroom. And after learning more about this approach, I knew this is what we needed to do.
We partner with schools and educational environments to bring social and emotional learning that is trauma-informed, culturally relevant and responsive to the adults who work with young people.
Social emotional learning is everything that's not academic. It is how we enter groups, how we exit groups, how we ask to be a partner. It's our identity and our confidence. It's our ability to own our emotions and do something about it.
We use data to identify patterns, particularly discipline data, to change systems in our school that are creating inequities for particularly our brown and black students.
We're on the front lines a lot of times. It's more and more becoming important for educators to shape and mold students in life.
And so we work with them individually, one-on-one. We do classroom observations and work with sometimes even grade level teams to help the teachers learn from each other.
It's not about fixing the kids, it's about, helping change adult mindsets.
I knew there had to be something else. I knew what we were doing wasn't working, it was not effective. Sending kids home because of behavior just wasn't a viable option.
Students learn skills to self-regulate. They learn skills for problem solving, and they're much more self-aware.
It's a wonderful approach of adults coming in and seeing young people as their equals, as people who have agency, that have autonomy to make their own decisions.
They help you figure out the real problem, and then it's not about fixing it, it's about finding solutions to get through why you have the problem.
Our hope for the future is that the work that we're doing is no longer thought of as being innovative, that it's just normal, that it is what every young person going through school is expected to get.
When we can be in community, when we have these structures and systems to support each other, the doors are wide open for potential and possibility.
Kids now know what to do, even on their hardest days. We feel confident that when kids are going to middle school, that these skills and strategies that they've learned are going to carry over into their middle school and their real life outside of school.
And I think as educators, we want our kids to reach their full potential.
I live by a quote that I am the adult that I needed when I was a kid. I strive for my students to not need to say that they become adults.
We're seeing tremendous results in several of the schools. When we sit down and really look at the data and see the progress that we've made and that the progress that the schools have made, it's extremely rewarding.
If we can start children off in an environment where they are treated equitably and they see the value of equity in their community, then they will bring that with them as they transition into adults.
When people are at their best, or when they can identify when they need supports, it benefits not just students, but our whole community.